Welcome back. We are going to continue with the sales module. We're looking at how to create a quotation previously. So now I'll show you how we can be able to edit a quotation. For example, if I click on that button, so this is a quotation that we had created before. We can be able to edit it if at all maybe the tax, we're no longer interested in giving the tax to this person, we can easily update like that. So the quotation can only be edited if a person has not made a payment. Even deleting, you can delete it if a person has not made a payment. The next aspect of sales is invoices. Let me actually go on one of the quotations here, and when I go on the view, let me generate an invoice out of this. So once I select generate an invoice, I'll have to select which account now will be credited once a person makes a payment for this particular invoice. Let's say we want it to be sale on product. So I create an account called sale on product and then generate. So the invoice has been generated and the system takes us direct to the invoices page. So as you can see, this is the invoice, the latest invoice, and these are the other invoices. It's the same thing again. If I click on sales, I go where we did quotations. If I go on invoices, it will take me to the same page. So if I want to view, I can view this invoice. Of course, you can't edit an invoice. It can only be done on the quotations part. So this is an invoice with the details of our invoice, showing our addresses once again, and the address of our phone numbers and the offices, and here showing who this invoice is being billed to. It's billed to invoice to Povami under this contact name and the email address there. This part also shows the invoice number, the date when this invoice was created, and the due date for payment for this invoice, which is 2 weeks from now, and even the grand total for this invoice. This part shows the details for the invoice, the items, itemized, quantity, the price, and the amount. And this part shows the quantity also for this particular item, the price and the amount. This part shows the subtotal of this invoice, the discount that is being given, the tax, which is 0, we had edited it, and the grand total, which is that amount. So this is the total amount that is due. So this invoice also shows other details, the person who created this invoice, their contact details, and here there are details for the client. Once you print out this, a person can sign who has received this invoice on behalf of the company. And this part also contains the payment details, so people can pay through check, cash, electronic transfer, and these are the bank details where they can be able to deposit. So this invoice can be printed. Made some changes, so we'll have to correct it, but otherwise it can be printed as well. I'll look into that. When we go back to sales and invoices again, okay, it's just view. On sales, I can also go on unpaid invoices. So these are invoices which have not yet been paid, and it shows the date of the invoice, the amount. So this is the latest one which is showing here, and these are other invoices. This user is the person who created this invoice. When I go on view, it's the same. It shows us the details for that invoice. This is the invoice number, the total amount paid is 0, the remaining balance is this amount, the invoice date, the customer, the company, and the quotation number. This part is supposed to show the details of the payment. If I go back, If at all a person makes a payment and would want to record this particular payment, I will just click on the pay button. The amount they have paid, let me say they have paid maybe 5,000. Indicate like that. That's taken as unpaid invoices. I can go back on unpaid invoices so that you can see. So this is the total amount, this is the balance. If I go on view, it shows this latest payment of 5,000, and you can even view the receipt. So click on the receipt. This is the receipt for this particular payment generated by the system with our details here, TPIN, company details, as well as the receipt number, which is going to the details, and the receipt number is this one, the payment date is this, the amount paid is 5,000, and this part shows the details of the quotation that they are paying for, and it also shows the amount which is due now, which is 5,000 less the total amount. This was the total amount of the quotation they are owing us now, 9,184. If I want, I can print out this receipt like that, and you can hand it over to the client or the customer, so that every time they make a payment, whether through the bank or through our offices, we can be able to give them that receipt to take as proof of payment. So I'll go back, I'll record another payment for this particular customer. So say maybe again, if they pay another 5,000 like that, and we go back again, we go back, sales and paid invoices. Let's make another payment. I went on the view, so there are two payments, and the balance that is showing is 4,184. Let me go back to make a payment for 4,184 so that we can clear off the balance. 4,184. We clear the balance. Like that. Once you clear the balance, that item automatically goes on the paid invoices, and this is the one with invoice number that the user who created it is this one. If I click on the details, it shows us the details of this particular invoice and all the payments that have been made, like that, with a balance of 0. So these are the particular payments with individual payments. So a customer can pay all at once or in installments, depending on what they want. If I view the last receipt, this is the last receipt of 4,184. Once they make this payment, the amount due becomes 0, like that, and you can print it and give it to the customer. So that's only on sales. We've looked at customers, quotations, invoices, and paid invoices and paid invoices. So next we'll be looking at transactions. Thank you very much.